Good morning. Just want to give you a heads up about what your first day is going to be like. So when you drive in, they're going to do a temperature check in the car. And if you have a temperature, you're going to follow out and you're going to leave. If you do not have a temperature, you're going to follow around through here and you are going to drop off like you normally do at the yellow fence. Once you get to the yellow fence, they're going to have you stand in groups by your grade, and then they're going to do a temperature check. They will then give you a band or a stamp, and you will head to class. Here we go. Where, oh where is Mrs. Halama's classroom? It should look familiar. Over there is the cafeteria. I'll pick it up at the library. Gonna make a little pit stop over here at the play area. I don't know if you can see it, but they actually did some spray painting on the grass, and different classes will have different areas to be in. You see that orange spray paint? So we're gonna let you know what is our area. We'll figure that out on Friday. What can we play with? Well, I have a couple balls. I have some jump ropes. I have chalk. I am hopefully going to get some whiteboards if people want to draw. And we'll just kind of go from there. We'll figure it out together. Almost at the library. Okay, now that we're up at the library, we're going to actually take a left and we're going to follow the sidewalk over to the F building. The F building is where 2nd and 3rd grade are. There it is. All right. And we are going to take the first stairwell, which incidentally is the 2nd grade stairwell, and head upstairs. Here we go. I am the first door on the right. All right. This is our classroom. Now, typically the windows will all be open, but it's 6:30 in the morning, so they're not open yet. Here's our hula hoops and a couple of spheres. Some balls that we can play with. We've got some cubbies, and in our cubbies are all of our supplies. Would you like to see what those supplies are? You've got markers. You have a pencil box with glue and crayons and pencils and colored pencils and scissors and erasers and earbuds. You're going to get a composition notebook, and you're going to get a planner, and that we're going to send back and forth home and have mom and dad sign. And you've got your winner's book. Additionally, every single student is going to get this super cool mask. However, that is not to be used in lieu of a mask, but in addition to a mask. Okay. So a couple things around the room that you'll notice, and I've got this on a rolling cart now. Okay, another thing you might notice about looking around the room is we have a lot of stuff still stored. That's stuff we're not going to be able to touch. That's Miss Hayashi's stuff. This is still her room until I get my own room next year. We're just kind of borrowing her room. So there's some things that you won't touch. However, there are some cubbies, and everybody has a cubby to keep their stuff in. I did get an answer as far as, can we have backpacks? And that answer is yes. However, the backpacks will need to be kept on one side of the desk. So when you come in, you are going to have access to a whole desk. So there's an A side and a B side. I'm going to be disinfecting those every day. So what you'll do is you'll choose one side to work on, and then on the other side, that's where you'll keep your backpack, your computer, your snacks, your lunch if you bring it from home. Remember, we're going to be given a lunch every day from the school, so you will have that. You may bring snacks, but again, you may not share, okay? Every day I will be disinfecting down everything. Okay, computers. So I talked to my team, and I think that first week we're not going to bring computers, but the second week we will. So what you'll do is in your backpack, you'll have a fully charged computer, and that will be in your backpack. Please do not bring any other personal items from home, like cell phones or toys. If I see those, I'm gonna take them for the day and send them home with a note and a phone call to mom saying, please don't let your child bring things to school that will distract them. Because we are really gonna be spending all the time working. We are. Okay, so bathroom pass, let me get there for you. All right, everybody has a number and a name in their number so they know where their bathroom pass is. Yes, these are our lanyards that we use, but they're going to be used for the sole purpose of going to the bathroom. Okay, so speaking of bathrooms, remember that there's only 3 allowed at a time. So you might want to bring an extra pair of clothes to keep in your backpack just in case. Right? It's all good. We'll figure it out together. And you may bring your backpack. You may bring a water bottle, snacks if you choose. Please bring extra masks. We should have at least 3 on us day 1, and we'll keep a couple of them in your cubby. If they're dirty, like if we have a sneeze problem, I'll put them, like we sneeze and then we got stuff running, I'll put it in a baggie and I'll send it home with maybe wash me or dirty on the outside of the baggie so mom knows or dad knows or whoever knows. Do not bring personal items from home other than your backpack, the computer that the school has lent you on week 2, and your water bottle and your snack. Okay, we've got everything else covered as you saw. Couple things to remember, when you drive in the school, they're gonna do a car temperature check first, and then if you pass that one, when you get out of the car, they're gonna do a second temperature check. And then you can head on up to Mrs. Halama's classroom. Hopefully you understand where that is now that we've done a little virtual tour. So group A, you are going to, well, let me back up. Group A and B are going to log in every morning with me from 8 to 8:15. Why do we do that? We have had this routine all year long. I do not want to switch this routine now. I think that the kids need some things that are familiar. I think that it will help them to continue to stay on some kind of a schedule. And then when they're up, if they're not in class with Mrs. Halama, they're still doing their virtual. We do the same thing that we have done all year. Here's what it is. 30 minutes of each. iReady Reading, iReady Math, iExcel. That should take them to about lunchtime-ish. Then they can do their Accelis, 30 minutes of science and 30 minutes of social studies. In addition, there might be homework. In addition, they do have a minimum of 3 reading logs to do a week. The Google Classroom is still going to be up and running, just like it always has. I will be assigning work, just like I always have. On students' off day, when they're not with me, that's when they'll probably work in the mornings with Miss Jory and myself. I don't have a weekly schedule of who's coming when, because it's based on necessity and it's based on who needs what. So every week when we do our morning check-in, that is when I will tell them where they need to be. Just look at it as school. Even if it's their off day, that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have work to do, and so I'm gonna do that morning work time with kids from 8:15 to 9:40. So if they're in a group, a special group or a knitting group or a reading group or a math group or a social group,
That'll happen between the hours of 8:15 and 9:40. I may have lied there. I think social group's still going to take place in the afternoon on their off days. So look at their on days and off days as we're still in school. I guess that's the best way to explain that. So if they're going to be gone for some reason, and they could let me know, you guys could let me know on Class Dojo, and then I can plan for that if they're going to miss something. They still have requirements to do their oral reading fluency reading to me, meet with Miss Mayetta, do their math facts with me. Those all happen on times that they're not in class with Mrs. Halama. Okay. I did send in Class Dojo my tentative schedule of what's going on when. I would just say that if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me in Class Dojo, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If I don't have an answer, I'll find out. There's just nothing is set in stone, and things might change. It's just the nature of us coming back face to face. I would say that if you're feeling icky, please don't come to school. You can log on with me in the mornings, and I'll teach you what you are going to be taught with our distance learning. You can reach out to me via Go Guardian, or parents can reach out to me in Class Dojo. That's always a good way because it pings my phone. If you're going to be absent or you're not feeling well, let me know. I take the roll for the class. If you are not logged in for the day, 10:15 is when we do our actual, I send that to the office. So if you don't log in until 11 o'clock in the morning, you're absent that day. Okay. I'm sure I'm missing some things, so if you have some questions, please reach out to me. I'm so excited to have my students. I'm so excited. Are you excited? Okay, I hope this video helped kind of give you an idea of what's going on, and I hope that eased some fear for you. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me on Class Dojo. I will see you next week.